Yeah, well, after Democrats suffered some pretty big political losses in Virginia's elections, polls suggest that these high gas prices are becoming potentially a big problem for President Biden and for members of Congress in competitive districts like Representative Abigail Spanberger. Spanberger, who already has a lengthy list of Republicans who are set to run against her, telling me today that this is not a partisan issue. Today, sticker shock at the gas pump, pinching pockets as holiday travel ramps up for Thanksgiving. One report showing fuel prices soared more than 12% just over the last month and nearly 60% from the previous year. Representative Abigail Spanberger says tapping into the country's strategic oil stash was a critical step that President Joe Biden arguably should have taken sooner.
It's an incredibly important step forward. That's why I publicly called on him to do it yesterday. So I'm glad that he's been responsive.
At a press conference celebrating the new infrastructure law, Spanberger saying measures to ease bottlenecks at ports and bolster the trucking workforce will also help lower prices.
Since the start of the pandemic, we have seen those shortages in the trucking industry that have compounded disruptions caused by COVID and increased demand.
Spanberger adding Biden should go further by appointing a czar focused on coordinating the federal response to supply chain issues.
Across the board, experts seem to agree that there's no single solitary cause of the inflation we're experiencing in the grocery stores or the rising cost of fuel, which in part is why it's so important that we do have a supply chain czar really focused on all of these challenges in concert.
Now, critics, however, are blaming big spending from congressional Democrats for this problem of inflation and saying that Biden's targeting of some of these U.S. pipeline projects are also to blame for high gas prices. Spanberger, when asked about those accusations today, not directly responding, but saying that she'll leave that analysis to experts and that this is a complicated, multifaceted issue. Reporting in Richmond tonight, I'm Jackie Diffusco.